Okay, so hello, my name is Zoe. I hold like an Instagram account because I'm a fan of the Beatles, and so I wanted to know what was your story with your Quarrymen, like how it came to be that you went in this band, how you met John.
When I was 5 years old, my mother sent me to Sunday school at St. Peter's.
Okay.
In the same class was Pete Shotton,
Okay.
Nigel Wally, Ivan Vaughan, Jeff Ryan, who took the famous photograph. And when John came to live with his Aunt Mimi, she sent him to the same Sunday school.
Okay.
So that was when I first met him, and that's where he got his little gang from. Because
Okay.
they all lived within 200 yards of his house. I was in the same year and the same house, but never in the same class
Okay.
with John. And then at 14, we heard a record, Rock Island Line by Lonnie Donegan.
Okay.
And that inspired thousands and thousands of young people in the British Isles to start a skiffle group. So I bought a banjo, came to school, said to my friend, I bought a banjo yesterday. He said, do you want to be in a group? I said, who's in this group? He said, himself, this was Eric Griffiths,
Okay.
John Lennon, Bill Smith, and Pete Shotton.
Okay.
So I said, yeah, fine. So I was in.
Okay.
Simple as that.
And then was it like John who became like the leader instantly?
Well, he had the best voice.
Yeah, okay.
And usually there was only one microphone, and
Yeah,
usually sometimes there wasn't even one. So yes, he was the leader, but he didn't impose his will.
Okay.
Right? It was very, very cool.
Okay.
You know.
And so how did you choose the songs?
Because of Lonnie Donegan, who inspired us. He was the Skiffle. In 1956 January, Rock Island Line went to number 6 in the hit parade. It wasn't a charts in those days, it was a hit parade. And so we did all Lonnie Donegan stuff. We just copied everybody, but all the kids were copying everybody. Obviously, if John didn't like the song, we didn't do it because he was the lead singer.
Okay.
But, apart from that, someone would say, why don't we do this? Oh yeah, let's have a go at that.
And so, do you remember? Were you there when he met Paul McCartney?
Well, I was there that day, but I had gone in Liverpool. We say I went home for my tea.
Yeah,
home for my dinner, so I missed.
And so, how was the atmosphere this day, like on the feet?
We were, my grandmother was there, my auntie was there, my mum was there, my cousins, sisters. It was performing in front of the family.
Okay.
To a large extent,
Yeah.
But it was great fun because usually they'd never had anything for young people really.
Okay.
So the Skiffle group idea was really very good. We think it was Pete Shotton's mum. He said it was his mum persuaded them to let us play.
And so how did it feel when you began to see like John becoming very famous and that you had known him like personally?
Well, we were very pleased because the music scene in Britain was run from London. And so it was great to find somebody from Liverpool, especially somebody I had known, becoming so big and showing these guys in London how it was done. That was what was the nice feeling about it. I didn't like rock and roll. I was a banjo player, and most people who started with skiffle became rock and rollers, but a lot of them became more interested in folk music and Americana, which I was interested in. I ended up playing bluegrass and stuff like that.
Okay.
I never saw the Beatles.
How did you feel when you learned that John had been murdered?
Well, I was very sad for him because he had essentially lost his own father, and then it repeated with Julian. I mean, it was a terrible thing to happen.
Well, thank you for accepting this interview. Well done for doing all of this, and thank you for being here.
I'm very pleased to be here. Anyway, nice talking to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Pleasure.